When I was a young boy, at the age of 7 or 8, Shell laid pipelines at my backyard. I am afraid one of these days it might burst because of corrosion or poor maintenance, and my people will be affected. So I am worried. Shell should quickly come around and remove the old pipelines and lay new ones to avoid any explosions. My fear is non-maintenance. When it bursts, because of non-maintenance, Shell might now say that it's sabotage. Now there is no sabotage, so it's better they come and make, take preventive action.
And Shell is not the only one operating in the Niger Delta, even though they are the major company. But there are other companies that are equally put together. Their stake is more than Shell.
If we stand here to discuss the issue of corruption, corruption has so many faces, and there's no end to what corruption could mean. The categories of corruption are never closed.
That's strange. And where is the government? Because it should be the government to pay oversight on the oil and gas industry.
We saw that people living in local communities in the Niger Delta have great difficulties in making a living. They are farming land that is polluted, they are fishing in water that is polluted, they have problem in finding clean drinking water. So you see that what the people are facing is on a daily basis the negative impacts of oil operations.
But he cannot say to Shell, you have to do it or you are obliged to do it. He can do it in a moral way, but he cannot do it forced by legislation or whatsoever.
There's no legislation.
There is no
sanctions.
The big question is not whether it should or is it possible to do it. And there we have to state that it is very difficult for the government to do something for the behavior of companies when they are abroad or in other countries than the jurisdiction is. The only way you can do is put some conditions on the table. For example, at the moment that you would like to have some support for action abroad, that at that moment it is stated you can only do it, you can only receive our support at the moment that you are fulfilling all the OECD criteria or whatsoever.
And it is a worldwide process. It doesn't only have to do with corporate social responsibility or with Dutch companies working in Africa. It is something that we have to change worldwide, I think.
That's too big for now.
It is?
I fear.
But of course the Dutch government can do something if they want to. For example, they can force companies to be transparent about what goes on abroad. So they can force companies to report about the bad situations they are faced with. In example, Nigeria. It should not be too hard, but there has to be a will. The governments do have a role to play. They can give people in foreign countries who suffer from bad practices of companies abroad access to our law system, which gives them the possibility to have a procedure against the companies that has ruined their environment or has ruined their health.
We would be so happy if Shell would perform in the Niger Delta the same way as they do in the Netherlands, in Norway, and as they mention in their business principles.